Industrial Revolution, as industry and factories grew, so did the new middle class of lawyers, doctors, and artisans. This middle class would become the target audience for future musicians. Musicians at this time became independent from benefactors as they were able to make their own money performing, writing, and giving lessons. Parents would frequently want their children to choose the same career as them, although some of the more prominent musicians ignored them and focused more on their music. Some taught themselves while others were taught by parents or professionals. In the arts, dynamic and innovative thinking came into being, changing both the way music was performed as well as the styles of music. The music became programmed, meaning the audience could know what to expect through the title of the piece. Melodies were very emotional and harmonious, often using the entire length of the piano rather than a specific region of keys. Solo piano recitals, which were first established by Franz Liszt, were extremely popular as piano became the king of instruments. The piano was so popular that at the time, nearly every family had at least one piano. Other well-known musicians at the time included Berlioz, Brahms, Edvard Grieg, Felix Mendelssohn, the Schumanns, and Tchaikovsky. Franz Liszt, another important composer among other things, is 200 this year. In the past and even now, Liszt is considered one of the greatest performers in history because of his great skill with the piano and powerful personality. His technique was extraordinary and difficult. He was even able to form nearly any piece by heart or from one sight reading alone. While his style was very groundbreaking, Liszt's work influenced many throughout Europe.
I just want to add a couple words about Franz Liszt. On October, it was his 200th birthday, and it's like a big year to celebrate Liszt's birthday. He became so virtuoso that people started to call him half man, half piano. So at the age of 47 or 46, he stopped practicing piano at all because his technique was so absolute, and he still was doing recitals. And like to get to his recitals was something like really, really magical and very expensive. He was actually the one who invented the recitals, piano recitals. They did not exist before Franz Liszt. And his desire to be the virtuoso was impacted by Paganini. At the age of 9, he was thinking that he is never going to play piano again. And he wanted to burn all his music that he had, and he wanted to stop playing piano completely. And then at the age of 9, he attended the recital by Paganini. Paganini was the famous violinist at that time. And Franz Liszt decided to dedicate his whole life to the career of being piano virtuoso. And I don't know if anybody before, up to these days, could play as, should I say, fast and bright and with the same dexterity that Franz Liszt. There was many, many beautiful musicians after that, but no one could even compare or stay closer to Franz Liszt. And as I said, like at the end of his life, he became a monk, and he stopped performing as much as he did before. He still did teaching, and he had students, and he wrote the music mostly for church. His music was not as popular because it was more modest, it was more humble than in the early years, and he lived very, very long life. He died nearly 90 years old, and his music is very, should I say, virtuoso, very fast. I don't know if students at the age of the high school, up to the college or even higher, could even play his music. He did not write anything for students. So you could not really hear Liszt very often, except that if you're going on a big piano performances. So nobody can play Liszt right now in our group because, as I said, that his music is just for the older grown-up pianists. But I want you to remember his name, Franz Liszt, and I want students to maybe read a little bit about him because he's such a significant figure that we just cannot not to mention about this. I think Kate is going to take over. April Moon is going to play two waltzes by Gribayev, which is a very, very rare composer. Honestly, this is only two pieces that he composed, because he was a very famous writer and the editor during Romantic period in Russia, and he did not do any composition except these two waltzes. And so practically you cannot find them in any book except my old Russian books. But they're so beautiful and so musical, so they became really, really famous, so I hope that you'll enjoy them.